The 3D Plus panoramic debugging cloth is composed of a large and a small calibration cloth, which is respectively the front large cloth and the rear small cloth. The front large cloth is sewed together by the front, left and right calibration cloth. When laying the front cloth, the center line of the front cloth should be in the middle of the front of the car. When the rear cloth is laid, the center line of the rear cloth should be aimed at the middle of the rear of the car. After the rear cloth is laid, the left grid should align with the corresponding connection position of the front cloth. Similarly, after the rear cloth is laid, the right grid should align with the corresponding connection position of the front cloth. Pay attention to the distance indication line at the junction of the left and right cloth at the tail and the rear cloth. There are 0.8 meters, 1 meter, 1.2 meters, 1.4 meters, 1.6 meters, 1.8 meters, 2 meters, 2.3 meters can choose, according to the length of the car body, to decide which indicator line the rear cloth can laid on. The vertical distance between the car head and the debugging cloth is about 30 centimeters. The vertical distance between the rear of the vehicle and the commissioning cloth is 30 to 40 centimeters. After finished the initial cloth laying, check the position of the cloth and lens through the calibration screen quarter diagram to make appropriate adjustments. Note the following. First, for front and rear, the image seen by the camera cannot block the bottom central intersection of the black and white checkerboard. Second, for left and right, the camera should see part of the car body. Pay attention not to see too much or too small angle at the car body. Meanwhile, setting the position of A and B should as same as possible, that is, the vision of the front and rear of the car is almost the same, which is balanced with the body, and try to avoid cocking up on one side. Third, the calibration cloth on the left and right sides should be as far as possible the same spacing to the car body. 3D Plus calibration method. After debugging cloth is laid, select the menu item in the lower right corner of the view screen through the knob remote control. Press the remote control to enter the main menu and select System Settings. Then select the Enter Calibration option and briefly press the remote control to enter the calibration interface. Verify that the debugging cloth is laid by using the quarter diagram in the calibration interface. Then select the corresponding indicator line value according to the actual position of the rear cloth. Next, select the calibration option and briefly press the remote control to start calibration. At this time, the system prompts that calibration is in progress and the calibration process only takes about 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, the system indicates that calibration is successful. At this time, you can switch to the panorama view screen by remote control to check the final calibration effect. This is an intelligent system with one key splicing. It will only takes about 3 minutes from laying to splicing, simple splicing, high success rate, efficient and worry-free.